20-meter restarts here. It's top 5 Origin edition. What's up? What's up? I'm Hoons.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Ra.
And we're back, man. We're back for the top 5. 20-meter restart top 5. And it's good to be back, and it's good to have you, Nick.
It's great to be here, but can I just say I had no part in that intro and I did not agree with it.
Hey man, it was a hit last week, man. It was a hit last week. Maybe my rhyming sucks.
But
Ra's the better one of us. Ra can beatbox, he can rap. I can't
rap. I can't rap.
Yeah, so last week, top 5. We started it off, the 20-meter restart top 5, Nick.
Yep.
Our top 5 last week, our categories were fullbacks, top 5 fullbacks in our lifetime, top 5 tries in our lifetime, Origin tries, and top 5 Origin captains in our lifetime. This week, we have different categories, guys, because we wanted to change it up, obviously, change it up. Ra, what's our categories today, man?
Well, obviously it's Origin edition, but we have top 5 Origin wingers, Origin centers, and top 5 Origin moments in your lifetime.
In my lifetime.
Oh yeah.
What was it, the ASMR voice there? What was that?
I don't know. I just wanted to add that in there.
Okay,
Just to
fair
make
enough.
some sort of an effect. Oh, man. I'm just glad to do this, man. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
All right, well, who's going to kick us off and what category do we start with?
Well, we're going to start with wingers.
Wingers?
And
Okay.
Nick, since you're back, you
Since I
can
missed
have
out.
the honours.
Okay.
Are we going to go do that one for one again? Or are we going to just go straight through? No, one for
No,
one.
one for one.
Yeah, because I like
One for
the
one.
excitement of where you put people.
Okay,
Yeah.
so am I going my number
So
5
from
first?
5
5 to 1?
Yeah.
5 to 1.
Okay, my number 5, purely for just, I didn't know enough wingers throughout my time.
Fair enough.
And he scored a hat-trick in Origin, so Valentine Holmes kind of just had to put him there.
Yeah.
I know, but I haven't been around for many wingers in my time.
Yeah,
you
fair
know.
enough, man.
So I think seeing a hat-trick from a winger,
Wait, didn't New South Wales turn over a lot in your lifetime?
not good ones, though. Not good
Yeah,
ones.
true that.
So, I mean, a hat-trick in Origin can't go ignored. So he's out of the 10 or so Queensland wingers I've seen in my lifetime. He has to make it there with a hat-trick.
Ah, fair enough, Nick. Hoons?
Bruh. Number 5. I'm going to say this. I've been disappointed with Sky ever since his return in 2016, I am pretty sure. Or back end of 2016. But in Origin, he has great Origin moments. He's one of the best New South Welshmen to come out of New South Wales in a long time, especially in this dominant dynasty.
Yeah. So 5?
Let's move this along. There's so much suspense.
Yeah, you just ruined the one, man, bruh. Anyway, Jared Hayne is in my top 5. He's number 5.
Okay.
Ra, who's your winger then?
Well, my number 5 is, because he's, from Queensland. He's, this guy's just awesome. Dane Gagai is my number 5. Just phenomenal. He had a phenomenal series last year, and he deserves to be on my 5. Like, I enjoyed watching him.
Wally Lewis medal winner.
Exactly. And that's all we have to say.
Yeah.
So my number 5 is Dane Gagai.
All right.
All right, number 4, Nick.
Number 4, he's the only cockroach on my top 5 list. Brett Morris.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
He's been really damaging in some games. He's been consistent. You don't really catch him off guard too often. He's pretty solid. I enjoy watching him play. I still enjoy watching him at club level. Him and his brother really do link up sometimes, and they're really dangerous players.
Don't forget that Origin series when they won it that year. Him and his brother were phenomenal. They stopped.
They were
Inglis and Boyd.
unstoppable. They were so good.
They were awesome.
That's a really good pick.
Only pair to counteract Boyd and Inglis, in my opinion. I don't think anyone else has really stepped up to them yet. No. But those Morris brothers did that year.
Yep.
So, yeah, Brett Morris is my number 4.
That's a good choice
Thank you, Hoons.
for your lifetime. But my one is the great big Wendell Sailor. When I was watching him back in the 90s and even the back end of the late 90s and early 2000s, dude, he was unstoppable. That guy was just murdering New South Wales, just terrorising them.
Yep.
And I really loved Wendell Sailor back then, watching him. And I always thought, like, oh man, he's like the John Olomu of rugby league at that time. So yeah, Wendell Sailor. That's all I can say.
Good pick,
Broncos
Good
and Broncos
pick.
were amazing back then too. So.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. My number 4, Tamana Tahu. Just a...
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Man, I loved watching him play. And especially in Origin as well. He was just awesome player to watch. Consistent and a try-scoring machine. Like, a try-scoring machine. Especially for the Blues as well. And the Knights.
Yeah, fair enough.
Awesome. Number 3.
My number 3, I'm just Dane Gagai. It's already been explained, so I don't have much to add. Hoons?
My number 3, what did I say? Tamana Tahu. I actually put him up in number 3 because I thought that he was that damn good. Tamana Tahu.
Okay.
Really enjoyed that guy. Nonetheless, I already said everything else.
Awesome. My number 3, Jared Hayne. Just did some unbelievable things when he was playing for that blue jersey. He was always the best player or close to be the best on the field.
Agreed.
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Yep. Number 2, God, moving up this list quickly. He's actually, I imagine he'd be most people's number 1, but Darius Boyd, he's my number 2. I think, and do I really need to explain it? I mean, second leading try scorer in Origin history, part of the most lethal combination out on that left-hand side. I mean, he's just been so consistent, such a rock, as I've always said. He's just a rock. And I love watching him play. So, Darius.
Man, it's crazy, dude. But I left Gagai and Boyd out of my top 5.
Whoa, really?
Hang on a minute.
Gagai and Boyd are out of my top 5 because I believe this guy deserves more credit. And coming back from neck injuries and being part of that dynasty, Brent Tate. I think Brent Tate was amazing. His combination with Justin Hodges, amazing. Those two were just terrorising that right side, whilst the Boyd and Inglis were terrorising the left. So were they on the right. It was amazing.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick. Hoons. My number 2 is actually Darius Boyd as well. So, no need to explain.
No.
Nick said it all.
Yeah.
Your number 1.
Israel Flower. No doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah.
I imagine he's going to be everyone else's number 1 as well.
Actually, he's not my number 1.
You mean Israel Flower didn't make your top 5 list?
No, he did. Just wanted to see your face, Nick. Just wanted to see your face.
No, he was just so phenomenal. There was no way you could stop him. As long as you had someone putting in a good bomb, no way you could stop him.
The best aerial high flyer of all time.
No.
Who's
doubt.
better?
In 2 codes. That's how great he was. Even though we're not talking about the other code, Rugby Union. But still, he's the best.
You see a lot of aerial balls nowadays, and it's always 50-50. You're never confident backing your man.
Yeah.
Israel Folau would win almost every single one of them.
Not only that, strength, speed, in his younger days, he had it all, dude.
What? No, do you remember when I think he did a kind of he picked it up off the ground, ran back into the middle, passed. I don't know how he got through, and then he got through the middle and scored a try. This is an Origin, but that's how he had strength, speed, high flying abilities. So it's just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Fire up.
Yeah.
The dynasty. All right. So, Israel Folau, yeah, man. What can we say? Like, is he? Yeah, he's the man. He's the man.
No, don't even need to explain it. He was just so damaging. So and no one stopped him. Still to this day, I'm to find someone who could stop Israel Folau.
No.
Yeah.
He was part of one of the greatest backline in Origin history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because attacking your line, you'd score nearly every time, just kicking it out to him. It was phenomenal.
It's so awesome too because the right and the left were both different for Queensland, but so good.
Wasn't it?
It wasn't the mere fact that it was like this is how the percentage 99.9% chance of Israel Folau catching it and scoring a try. That 0.1 might be like a fingertip off of New South Wales just stopping him, but they never do because he's above their shoulders. That Anthony Quinn try, like when he over his shoulders and scored,
Head first, man. Amazing.
none better.
All right. Next category, right?
Well, next category is top 5 centres. We talked about the wingers, and now it's centres inside. Hoons, you can start this one.
All right. My number 5, Mark Gazzanier. In my lifetime watching Mark Gasnier play, especially for New South Wales, especially in that early 2000s, he was the man. He was the best centre in the world. That's how great that guy was. I was so glad when he came back to the NRL after a stint in rugby union. He comes back, he wins the premiership with his beloved Dragons. They deserved it. He's my number 5.
Awesome.
Oh, it's fending, speed, strength. What can I also say about Mark Gasnier?
Yeah.
No, fair enough. My number 5, Matthew Goodley.
Ooh, okay.
Matt Goodley is my number 5. Obviously, it goes in tandem with Tamana Tahu.
Yep.
Him and Tamana just dominated.
Yep.
And Matt, those flick passes that he did back in the days, those flick passes.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it
right,
was
I
just
agree.
awesome to watch. Like during that time, and plus during that era when he was playing, they dominated New South Wales as well.
Yeah.
So Matthew, you made my list.
Yep. Okay.
Good choice.
Nick,
I
5.
agree with Hoons. Mark Gasnier. Only cockroach on my list as well for this one.
enough.
He was just so strong. He was such a good centre. Such a good centre. I love watching him play. Him and Matt Cooper at the Dragons. Oh. I mean, which side do you attack? You're just going to get hammered either way.
Yep.
That was, anyway, sorry, living in a bit of nostalgia there. Hoons,
That was great.
Awesome.
number 4.
Number 4, Matt Cooper, his Dragons centre pairing. I had to put Matt Cooper there somewhere because of my lifetime watching him. Defensive rock. Amazing.
He was so strong.
He was never selfish. That was him.
Yeah.
And he had the speed, the strength.
Exactly.
He had agility as well.
Yep.
He was so effective, just like Mark Gasnier. Those two, in their prime, destroyed
Yep.
Queensland. Basically.
Agreed.
They destroyed them. And, Matt Cooper, definitely, I believe that he deserved to be in front of Mark Gasnier. Because Mark Gasnier did go away. Matt Cooper always stayed.
Awesome. Well,
You, Da?
my number 4, Mark Gasnier. Gaz made the list as well, and you guys said it all. Both Nick and Hoons, you guys said it all. So I don't have to say anything else.
All right, well, number 3 now. Oh,
No,
is-
number 4.
Four, sorry.
Number 4 for
Number
you.
4. Brent Tate was my number 4.
Yep.
I know you guys labelled him, but he was centre as well, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was.
Yeah,
He was a little bit versatile.
He played a couple of games that centre.
I think he played more as wing, so I probably cheated this a little bit. But nonetheless,
No,
my favourite
no,
try
you
of
did
his
not cheat.
was when he was at centre. I can't remember who made the break, but they've just given it straight to him. And he just burned all 3 New South Welshmen chasing him.
Oh,
They
mate, I
barely even
remember
laid
that
it
game.
him.
The great
Was
Jonathan
it
Thurston.
I was about to say Thurston.
This is on their own try line.
Yeah,
as well.
running out. It was almost a full field try. Thurston makes a line break, makes about 10, 15 metres.
But he knew.
Straight
he
to Tate.
knew straight to Tate.
As soon as he
And
saw
was
Tate,
good.
it's game over. And it was. They couldn't touch him. He was just unstoppable. So anyway, sorry, Tate's made my list.
Yeah, man, that's a good pick. I like that.
Thank you.
So we're going number 3.
Number 3.
4?
No, number 3.
You
Hoons.
said your number 4.
Oh, I
He
was
started.
last. I was
Yeah,
last.
yeah,
Sorry, I
last.
was thinking.
You're last,
first.
Nick. You're last.
Mistake, sorry.
Okay, my number 3, guys, is the great Steve Renouf, the Pure. A 90s man. He just destroyed New South Wales like a hot knife through butter.
Yep.
Agility,
Yeah, he
speed,
was awesome.
Yep.
fending. That guy was amazing. I think a lot of people will agree with me for this one. I think that they would see, the Pure, of course, Steve Renouf. That's how great the man was. Bronco, and then look at that Broncos team, man. He was part of that Broncos team as well. So
Yep.
man, are you right? 3.
My number 3 is Matt Cooper. He made the list as well. Just defensively, he was so strong.
So strong.
But like pretty much you guys said it all anyway. But yeah, what I like about him is that he was never a ball hogger. If you were outside of him, he definitely passes.
Yep.
And he doesn't take all the glory.
No.
But you don't need to when you're a great player like he was.
Yep.
So, and people forget that they dominated before the others came along. So him and Gaz had that partnership that just dominated
Yep.
for a few years. So Matt Cooper, number 3. Your number 3, Nick?
I went with Justin Hodges. I think maybe he could have gone a little bit higher on the list, no doubt. I imagine he's higher on your lists, but to me, he was just so solid. He was just such a good centre, and especially for the Broncos as well. You saw it. He was so consistent. Even when he was so old and slow, he was just consistent. He was making meters from dummy half. He was making threatening runs. He still had his fend. God, I loved him so much for Queensland. He was just such a good player. Who's sorry? Number 2.
Number 2 is Justin Hodges for me.
Yeah.
Hodjo. Just like what you said. But at times in Origin, he would just impose his will on his opposition. And that battle with Matt Cooper was great. Him and Matt Cooper had great battles.
Yeah, what a matchup.
Both of them, both talented players.
Yep.
But there was just something about Justin. He was a match winner. You know, like the Broncos relied on him, especially late in his career.
Yep.
We know that Hodjo was a lot injury prone, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because on Origin, he always imposed his will on the opposition centre, and he could sledge. Oh, that was so great.
Yep.
Especially on Origin. But, number 2, Hodjo.
My number 2 is GI. Greg Inglis. He's in my number 2. Fast. Just his ability to break lines, fend, and obviously he's the top try scorer of all time in Origin history. So GI made the list, but he's number 2 for me.
Okay. My number 2 is similar to Hoons' number 4, was it? Steve Renouf.
Yep.
He's just the James Roberts of his day, really. You look at what James Roberts does with his speed. Steve Renouf invented that. He owned that. He was so quick. His acceleration, as soon as he caught the ball, if there was half a gap, he made it a full gap. He was so quick. So quick off the mark. So, yeah, no doubt, Steve Renouf, such an offensive threat. Yep. So good.
Heck yeah.
Who's your number 1 centre in Origin history?
Raj just said him, the great GI.
Yeah.
GI is my number 1 pick. Him and Hodjo together as a centre partnership, that's why I put them 1 and 2.
Yep.
They're just I think that they're the most devastating pair of all time as a centre combination.
Agreed.
Yep.
I don't care what anyone says, they can go throughout history and I still wouldn't agree with them. So you look at Inglis he has the speed, not as much as he does now, but he's still the 4th fastest going into Origin this year. But Inglis,
4th or 5th.
his fend, devastating. I've never seen anyone. It's just like Israel Folau's aerial skills.
Yep.
I've never seen anyone punk so many people.
Yep.
1, 2, goodbye. 2 boy, try. He's so strong. He's so strong and defensively sound. He was so great at defending. He's the X factor. He's just a tower of strength. Him and Hodges deserve my 1 and 2 spot. They're champions in my eyes. Ra, who's your number 1?
My number 1, Justin Hodges.
Yeah.
Like, before Greg Inglis came along.
Yep.
Like, Greg Inglis is only a rookie.
I knew.
But Justin Hodges, throughout the years, he started his career early on than Inglis. But Justin Hodges, I watched him growing up. And that's the reason why I became a centre. Like, when I played rugby league, as a schoolboy and that, I was centre, but I always try to emulate Mr. Justin Hodges. Just great out of dummy half, a great leader, like
ball playing.
Ball player. And that's he's not a ball hogger too.
No.
As well.
Heck no.
A lot of people might disagree about him being a ball hogger, but you look all throughout videos and whatnot. Just anything, you always see him pass. Doesn't matter, he will pass it to you and that, but he also had a strong fend. And I will never forget, in 2006, Game 2 at Suncorp Stadium, he intercepted the ball from their own line, ran all the way, and that point, knowing that, we just smashed the crap out of you, New South Wales, 30-0. 30-0. And Justin Hodges was a big part of that too.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So, Mr. Justin Hodges definitely made my top. Well, he's my top pick, number 1.
Fair enough.
Nick?
Yeah, GI. I won't even bother explaining. We've already done that.
Yeah.
No doubt. Best centre of all time in Origin history, in my opinion.
Yeah. But that's what I love about, this is that, we have different numbers, number 1s.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Because none of us, just to all you listeners, none of us know who we picked.
No, this is completely anonymous.
We didn't say anything to each other at the start of the podcast at all.
Yeah, we still have really similar lists.
Yeah. Justin Hodges. That's what happened last week too. Actually, coming on there. But I just know this, guys, is that Justin Hodges is Ra's favorite player. Like growing up, like he just said, explained, he was that's the guy he always emulated.
Yep.
And I don't blame you, bro, because he was great.
A champion.
Champion.
Fair enough.
Champion. Go, Ra.
Well, Our next category and our last category is origin moments. Top 5 origin moments. And origin moments, it could be anything that just stand out. So I'll start this
you
one.
got the honour. Yep.
Well, my number 5, 2002, Gordon Taylor's Ragdolls, Brett Hodgson. That was phenomenal.
I remember. Oh, man, do I ever?
How crazy was that?
Oh, from
That
what,
was
15 meters in.
Oh, that was ridiculous. Like who does that? He threw him to the 20-second bloody stand, whatever, like all the way up top. Man, it was crazy to watch. From pretty much almost center of the field, drags him all the way there. Yeah. He was helpless. You could see on his face like there was nothing he could do.
What was he going to do?
Yeah, what could he do? But that was a big momentum changer.
Sorry.
Massive.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this, right? I didn't even put that in my top 5 moments. I forgot about it.
I was actually really upset with Ra because that was my number 5 as well.
Okay,
Game 3, 2002.
Yeah.
So, no,
you're the
I
same.
won't even add to it.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
But I remember that specific play when I was growing up, and I remember that so clearly. It was just, I was just like, oh, I've never seen that before. Someone just literally ragged on, and I've seen New South Wales fan go, what 100 and something kg guy is throwing out a 70 kg guy. Oh, that's unfair. I'm like, hey man, stop being a little one. Brett Hodgson should have done the smart thing and quickly just made sure that he either passed the ball back in
or get to ground.
God but damn. No. Well, he couldn't get to ground because he was getting ragdolled. That was amazing. Okay, what was my number 5? You guys already had the same. That was good. That was good. I didn't even have that. That's embarrassing thinking about it.
Hey, it was an origin moment.
Yeah, I can't remember the specific date, right? But I know that you might know. Is that there was a kick that got through, and what we were talking about just before. The champion name is Justin Hodges. The almost try. I know it wasn't a try.
Yep.
But I think that was like 09, 08, around that time.
Yeah.
He was about to score one of the great, if not the greatest origin try of all time. It was only fingertips. It just came out of his hands. I think people will remember the play. I know my man Pat does. Because we were watching that game. That's how crazy it was, dude.
Oh, I just couldn't believe it.
We were watching that game and the way that he did it, he extended his whole body over the dead ball line to bring it back in.
Yeah, dead ball line
to bring it back in.
Was that?
And that's my number 5 moment because I know I was got if it was a try, I would have put it as number 1. Yeah, because I just think that was amazing. But I put it as number 5 because it was an almost attempt.
Yeah,
and it almost pulled off. But I still remember it so clearly. It was just gave me goosebumps. I was like, oh my god, I thought it was a try. Yeah, that's my number 5 moment, guys.
Fair enough.
How awesome.
Ra, number 4.
Number 4, 2008, with no room to move, with no time left, this young man is about to score one of the great origin tries. Jared Haynes, his debut game, and I think it might have been, was it a Suncorp? No, well, it's game 1 anyway, and it was just phenomenal. Like halftime, who'd have gone?
I think it was
Suncorp. And I explained it last week because it was one of my top tries, but Jared Haynes scoring that was a moment that I will never forget. Like that was phenomenal.
It was a great try.
It was a phenomenal try.
What was that? 07? 08?
08,
yeah.
Game 1, and so that definitely made my list. It was a moment that I would never forget.
No, neither. Good. That was a good one.
Nick?
That was a good one. My number 4, Billy Slater, chipped over Minicello. I think it was Lockyer.
Yep.
About halfway. Yeah. Grubbers through the defense. Perfectly timed run from Billy. Picks it up, runs at Minicello, changes direction, chips, cuts back, chases it down. Oh.
But about that try, it wasn't just Minicello. It was 3 New South Wales players that he has to get past. It was just a chip over Minicello, but he still had to beat 3 players.
That was a 04 try, I'm pretty sure.
04? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Game 2,
Do I have
04, I'm pretty sure.
Game 2, 04, correct? Yep.
Good
I remember my origin, man.
Good pick.
Yeah,
Phenomenal
that was
pick.
my moment. What a try.
What was mine? What were we on? Number 4.
Number
4.
My number 4 is the Israel Folau high-flying, try-scoring feat that he did. Now, like, it was something that you've never seen before in Origin, where he flies in the air. Anthony Quinn had no shot. Good luck, Anthony Quinn, because you would never win in that battle.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they were Melbourne Storm teammates too at the time. And he's flying in the air, He gets the ball in there and then lands head first, going down head first,
Yep.
and still scores that try because that's how great he was.
Yeah.
Izzy Folau, high flying. Origin moment.
Wicked. My number 3.
Yeah, you're 3, right?
Yeah, now we're moving on to 3. Well, my number 3 is the 2005 Joey Johns show. Him coming back in game 2 and 3 and absolutely destroying the Maroons.
Imposing as well.
Yeah, it was incredible to watch. It was just, it's crazy to just see a player come back, even though we had great players also. It's just, he was just phenomenal. And, well, you could definitely see that Queensland Maroons didn't really step up when he came back. And this was at Suncorp Stadium too. They did it. And so, yeah, Joey John show, 2005. That was a moment.
Okay. Number 3 for me was, I remember being at this game. I think I was 10 years old at the time. It was 2009, I believe it was, game 3. Steve Price knocked out in the dying minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And I remember, big fight ensued, but then they calmed down, play went back home, and Queensland, attacking the line, put up a bomb.
Yep.
And as soon as it comes down, and it's just a pile on, and it is just another all-out attack. I remember being in that game. I just remember the energy of the stadium. Oh, it was just phenomenal to witness. Just the passion, the hatred from both teams. Oh, I loved that. It did scare me though. At being so young, I kind of thought, because Steve Price wasn't moving, I thought he was dead. I was that young. I really thought that, and that scared me. But other than that, I remember just feeling electric leaving that stadium then.
That's why actually, dude, I'm going to go on that subject anyway, is that I actually truly believe that Origin is actually not a family kind of friendly environment when you're actually at the stadiums. I realized when I got here and you look around and you're like, yeah, I wouldn't want my kids to come to a game, to an NRL game, yes. Origin game, too hostile.
Too hostile. Way too hostile.
But anyway, my number 3, right, with you, Angie Johns imposing as well in 2005 against Jonathan Thurston, Cameron Smith, and Darren Lockyer, making it look easy too.
Yeah, he did.
It's just that's how great the man. And I still believe. I keep on saying this to everybody. I still believe if he played in 06, honestly, they go 4 in a row.
I think so. I think so. How could you say no?
Yeah,
because they smash them in 05 in game 3.
Destroyed
hammer them.
Yeah,
destroyed
something
them.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it was crazy to watch. Yeah. It was just one player comes back for Blues, and it just changed the whole momentum of the game.
Agreed.
But that's why Immortals.
Yeah.
That's what they can do.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Number two. My number 2 is the 2001 Alan Langer SOS call game 3. When he came back and played for the Maroons, Wayne Bennett gave him a call and said, I need your help, Alfie. And Alfie came back and absolutely destroyed the Blues.
Basically, Joey Johns of 2005.
Exactly. But this is game 3, the decider.
Yep.
And just to watch this, what people don't realize is that he's small, but he's an inspiration to all the little players out there that doesn't matter how small you are, you still can be as great as he is. Yep. Great is the wrong term. A champion as he was. And, well, the Blues definitely found out that they got their ass kicked. And it was phenomenal to watch. And I will never forget that. That was a moment for me. And him scoring a try as well. Nick?
Fair enough.
Your number 2?
Number 2 was Cooper Cronk, Game 3, 2012, was it? Decider?
Yeah, you're talking about the
field
ice cold.
40 metres out, wasn't it?
Ice cold.
That
was so good. So good. I love a decider. I love a close game. And I love, especially when it's a close decider as well. Last year, it wasn't really a close decider. So the build-up was really good, but then...
It was a whooping.
Yeah.
One-sided whooping.
Turn up. When it's just that close, and to come out on top, that was so phenomenal. Just the way he was so composed, he was so far out, yet all he did just put his foot through it, just so elegantly, just floated over.
It's funny what champion players can do.
Oh yeah, it's almost like they're another breed.
Yeah,
compared to all other players. I remember watching that, just thinking, holy
moment.
jeez, whoa,
That's a great moment.
I like that moment.
That's a good moment. Hoons?
My moment
Number two?
is Alfie Langer 01.
Yeah.
One of my favourite players and one of my actually heroes when I was growing up. I was a halfback playing in my younger days, and I remember him 01 SOS call. Game 3 when Queensland needs someone. He absolutely, honestly, like if you want, Joey Johns imposed his will. Alfie Langer imposed his will and gave them an ass whooping of a lifetime. That's how many tries assists did he have in that game?
How demoralising would that
It was
be? Just one
demoralising.
player coming back and just destroying them.
Not only that, he ruined Brad Fittler's farewell.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm pretty damn sure that Joey Johns was around that time too. I think he gave them both an ass whooping.
Yep.
And that's why I love Alfie, because like Ra said, his stature in the game, he's a champion. In my eyes, he's like I said, he's one of my heroes. I just can't explain it more. And I had to put that moment in because it gave me just goosebumps. It's goosebumps.
Yep.
This is the guy that partnered the king, Wally Lewis.
Yep.
And his
Crazy.
in his heyday.
Crazy.
And to still come back as old as he was. Stop it. Stop it.
All right, number
Oh,
one.
number one.
Right, what have you got?
Well, my number one is the 2006 Darren Lockyer's try, start of the dynasty of the Maroons.
Yep.
That's my number one. How could you go past that?
It is not.
It is that particular try. Out of any player to get it, out of any player, there was potentially 13 players that could have got that ball. But out of any of those players, it had to be the captain.
So right.
And then he scored. And then from then on, New South Wales never seen that title for
8 years.
8 years before they even seen that shield again. 8 years.
Was it
And-
8 years or 9? Would you say 9?
there was pressure on Darren.
2006 to 2014.
The ones 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, 12,
12,
13.
Yeah. 8. So
Okay.
14 they won,
Yeah. But anyway, it's crazy because there was so much pressure on his shoulders because he was out if they didn't win. Him, Steve Price, Petro, they were out.
Oh, what a front row.
But guess what? But guess what? Like I said, champions, they step up in the crucial moments. While he's the prince and he is the next immortal by far.
Yep.
He's definitely the next immortal. In my eyes, anyway. People can disagree all they want, but I don't give a damn what people think because he is the next immortal.
Yep.
And Darren Lockyer, that's the moment. Try 2006, Game 3, the decider. Boom. Nick, you're number one.
I completely skipped that. I don't know. I completely forgot about it. Which is absolutely,
I would love
absolutely
to hear
disgraceful.
number one.
Especially the mere fact that Darren Lockyer is your favourite
Was an
player.
idol to me. He was. Keep in mind, I was 7 years old and I was probably in bed by that time.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Fair enough.
So what stood out to me though was it was the first Origin game I ever saw. I was 6 years old.
Wow.
It was May 2005. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yep.
Game 1. It was I think Queensland were up 19-0 at halftime, and I remember thinking, oh wow, geez, Origin's really great. This is so fun. I remember New South Wales coming back,
Yep.
19-all. And I thought, oh, geez, Origin sucks. Oh, I hate Origin. And then New South Wales got the lead, 20-19.
Oh, I love this, where this is going.
Yeah, it was just an emotional roller coaster for me as a 6-year-old. I was up and down all night.
Oh, mate, you could imagine us being older and just watching that game. It was amazing.
Yep. And then JT with, I don't know how it's gone over. We completely mishit a field goal attempt, and it's just gone over. It was a rocket. He just stayed low. It's just gone over the crossbar, 20-all. And I think it was golden point, 84th minute. And Matty Bowen interception.
Oh, man. I will never forget that.
Oh,
That's a moment.
And that was my first Origin game. So that just really stuck out to me.
Phenomenal.
That's why I love Mango
stuck
so
out to
much,
me.
man.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was the man. He was so good.
Yeah.
It was just so exciting, and it kept me up. I don't think I even watched the next two games because I was just 6 years old and I was tired by 8:30 before kickoff. So I struggled to stay awake for him. But that one just kept me enticed the entire game, and that just sticks out
such a great
specifically to me.
golden point as well. How
Yeah.
you can't get any
You,
better.
you can't make that up. You just can't.
And Brett Kamala ending his origin career.
Assist. Yeah, beautiful assist.
All right, Hoons, you're number one.
Well, I totally agree with Ra. The start of the dynasty, I actually got Darren Lockyer and the dynasty. It's just, it is what it is. 06 till 2018. They had a blip in 2014, but it doesn't matter.
It's an anomaly. It doesn't count.
Yeah, you know, it's just one of those games where you knew eventually Queensland was going to lose. But
It
it
had
was where New South Wales could take it. They didn't take it far because now it's, 3 in a row again?
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous, man. So, yeah, that's it. I'm not going to explain more. Right, you said it all in your one, so booyah.
Yeah, so this is the end, eh?
Yeah, man.
That wraps up.
So that does wrap up our top 5 Origin Edition. That's 20-meter restart Origin Edition, the top 5. Man, I'd just like to say thanks to all our supporters out there. Come and find us on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on podcast, iTunes. What else, Ra? You are leader in this.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Like Nick said, YouTube.
Yeah. Man, it's amazing ride. We started earlier in the season before NRL, and we're just carrying it on for you guys who listen. Yeah, man. Well, I just want to say this, guys, is that I'm Hoons.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Ra.
We are signing off.
Are we? Booyah.